Hello, my name is Max Gimore. Have you ever been to Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore is a very unique monument with a very extraordinary history. But first, before I tell you any more, you have to know the maker of Mount Rushmore. His name was Gutzon Borglum. Gutzon Borglum left the Confederates memorial he was working on somewhere in the east to work on this project because the Confederates memorial wasn't going very well. President Calvin Coolidge, he was the president at the time, this project of Mount Rushmore caught his eye, so he decided to fund this project. Yes, he decided to fund this project. Okay. The presidents that were put onto Mount Rushmore are George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The construction was being made from the early 1930s to about the middle to end of World War II, about 1946-ish. They used dynamite and a series of working called honeycombing, according to Wikipedia. Thomas Jefferson was actually supposed to appear at the right of George Washington, but the area there, the rock there, was found unsuitable, so they had to move it to the left. They were originally going to do it on something called the Needles, but they decided against that because they were too eroded for massive sculpting like this. Amazingly, even through the whole creation of Mount Rushmore, not a single person died in the construction of Mount Rushmore. And it took 3 years to finish the head of George Washington. After Borglum's death, his son took over the project. He died a few years before it was finally done. Mount Rushmore is located in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Gorb says, take it to the hills whenever you're there. By this, they mean that you should go hiking all over the Black Hills instead of doing all of the other sites and stuff that they have. You should experience the West. There are canyons, gulches, streams, rivers, all sorts of stuff in the Black Hills that make it a really unique experience. Okay, to recap, I will ask you a few questions and you will raise your hand and answer. First, who are the presidents that are put in Mount Rushmore? Nobody? Fine. What?
George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
Yes. Okay. What was the name of the artist that created Mount Rushmore?
Gutzon Borglum.
Gutzon Borglum, I think you got the right thing. Where was the original location for Mount Rushmore supposed to be? Come on. Fine, I'll just skip it. How did they carve Mount Rushmore? What two methods did they use?
Honeycomb method.
And?
Honeycombing and dynamite.
Yes, very well. That is all. Next time you go to Mount Rushmore, or if it's your first time, you should know a lot more about Mount Rushmore.